Ever find yourself pondering maybe the deeper meaning of a song lyric while you're, washing your hair?
Hmm.
Welcome to PhD Lyrics, overanalyzing the songs you shower to.
Eh,
It's Movie Weeks here, and today we're tackling a real cinematic heavyweight, song-wise, Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters.
yes, an absolute earworm, perfect for, shall we say, intense academic focus.
Exactly. Our whole goal here is to treat these, well, seemingly simple lyrics with the kind of scrutiny you'd expect in a, doctoral thesis defense.
By finding those hidden depths, perhaps, where none were intended.
Precisely. The joy is in the, let's call it, absurd overinterpretation.
Right. Well, let's start at the beginning, shall we? If there's something strange in your neighborhood,
Yeah.
who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters?
Straight away, it sets up this idea, doesn't it? There's a
Huh.
problem, something strange, disrupting the normal neighborhood vibe.
And importantly, the immediate reaction proposed isn't, what should I do? But rather, who do I call? It points instantly towards external help. Yeah, it's like a reliance on some outside authority. Instead of figuring it out ourselves, we immediately think, who specializes in strangeness?
It almost hints at, you know, sociological theories about how societies handle the unknown. We create specialists, right? Like a division of labor for dealing with the weird.
Or the paranormal, in this case. Then you get that iconic line, I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Which is fascinating, isn't it? From an existential perspective, confronting a ghost is like the ultimate encounter with the unknown, maybe even death itself.
So claiming absolutely no fear. It feels a bit like bravado, maybe. Or perhaps denial.
Well, yeah, you can look at it through a maybe Freudian lens. Are these ghosts perhaps manifestations of our own repressed fears, things bubbling up from the unconscious?
So saying I ain't afraid could actually be a defense mechanism, like whistling past the graveyard, literally.
Precisely. It might be more performative courage than genuine conviction.
Okay, then the song shifts focus quite dramatically. An invisible man sleeping in your bed. Oh, he gonna call Ghostbusters.
Now, that ups the ante considerably. It moves from a general kind of public neighborhood issue to something deeply personal and violating.
Right. The intimacy of the bed, invaded by something unseen. It's incredibly unsettling.
You could even perhaps draw parallels to certain psychoanalytic ideas, like the intrusion of the real, disrupting the symbolic order of our safe domestic space. It's not just strange anymore, it's invasive.
It really changes the threat level, doesn't it? From community concern to personal terror.
Absolutely. And after this escalation, we get the line, Bustin' makes me feel good.
Okay, let's unpack that a little. Bustin'. There's a clear sense of pleasure derived from this action.
Mm-hmm.
Could bustin' be a metaphor? Like, confronting and overcoming these anxieties, these intrusions we've been talking about?
It certainly seems plausible. The act of busting, capturing, neutralizing these spectral threats can represent taking back control,
Right.
vanquishing the things that make us feel unsafe or anxious.
Then the feeling good part is the psychological reward, the relief.
Exactly. The catharsis of confronting and mastering the fear, the unknown. There's a definite sense of empowerment, however you interpret bustin'.
Right. And then there's the chorus itself, the relentless repetition. Who are you going to call? Over and over.
Yeah, that repetition is key, isn't it? It functions almost like conditioning.
How so?
While constantly asking the question drills in the expected answer. It reinforces the idea that this is the solution. These are the people to rely on.
So it's not just a question, it's programming the audience, creating a kind of societal reflex.
You could see it that way. The audience, or anyone hearing the song, is prompted to respond, even internally, with Ghostbusters. It becomes a shared cultural script, a collective agreement on how to handle the inexplicable.
Wow. So a simple pop song really potentially carries these threads about societal structure, existential fear, personal violation, psychological catharsis, and even like mass conditioning.
When you approach it with a certain intensity of analysis, yes, the layers are potentially there, whether intended or not. It really makes you think about the subtext in seemingly straightforward things.
It truly does. It just shows what you can find when you overanalyze the songs you might just hum in the shower. Amazing, really.
Makes you wonder what other pop anthems are hiding complex philosophical treatises, doesn't it?
Definitely something to ponder. So, for more explorations like this, do subscribe to PhD Lyrics and, share your own rigorous takes on shower songs.
We'd love to hear them.
Until next time, who are you going to call?